Okay, so this is just a quick tutorial to show you how I like to finish my embroidery hoops. So what we're going to do is just cut the full 6 strands of thread. I like to have it nice and thick so it's good and strong. We're going to cut it a little bit longer than the circumference of the embroidery hoop. So I do that by just wrapping it round the hoop roughly and cutting it off. There we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna thread that through the needle. It's a little bit trickier when it's got the 6 strands, but this size needle isn't too bad for getting it through the eye. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna put a double knot into the thread. Okay, so there's 1, 2. Okay, just gonna make sure that it's nice and secure. Okay, so I'm gonna start at the top of this hoop and I'm just going to sew a running stitch along the outside of the hoop in the excess fabric. So each stitch is approximately 3 to 5 centimeters long. It doesn't matter, it just needs to be rough because it's on the back of the hoop. You're not going to see it anyway. But the reason I do this is I like to be able to see the stitches on the back. So like with this embroidery hoop, you can see the different techniques I've used and all the different colours, and I like the organised chaos of leaving a hoop butt exposed. I think it'd be a shame to cover it all up. So this way means that you can actually have a sneaky peek and a sneaky preview of how you've created your embroidery. Other people like to cover it up and make it nice and tidy, but that's not my style. So what I'm going to do here, so as you can see, the running stitch is literally just going in and back out of the fabric. It doesn't matter if it's really big stitches or little stitches, but I just find that if you do bigger stitches, it's a lot easier for you to pull it taut at the end, which I will show you in a minute. Okay, so I'm coming to the top of the embroidery hoop here. So we're meeting the stitches right up back at the top. So what I do now is I just pull that thread nice and tight. So if you just tease the thread through by pulling those stitches on the inside, this is why I like to use the full 6 strands of thread. It means that it's a little bit more robust. So if you just tease it round till all that fabric is nice and taut, there we go. And once you've got it nice and tight and the fabric's all rippled together, I like to tie a double or even a triple knot just at the top here. So I'm just passing that needle through that last stitch and literally doing just a straightforward knot. So I'll lift it up for you here just so you can see it a little bit easier. There you go. So that's my second knot. Just pull it nice and tight. Just do it one more time. Okay, so just pass it under there. There you go, and that's triple knotted, so that's going nowhere. Okay, so again, we're just going to snip the thread to make it nice and tidy. There you go. Okay, so that now means that you can hang it up on the wall. It'll be nice and flush against the wall. But if you wanted to have a look at the back or somebody else wanted to admire your handiwork, it's really easy for them to still see it. So there you go. That's how I like to finish my embroidery.